Watch as Aspen, Ashley, Violet, Xander, and Sophia chat with us about their experiences as homeless youth and share a little bit about where they are now. So, Aspen, what was the most difficult part of being homeless?
Being outside in the freezing cold in the winter all day. And there would be things like carts and stuff, but they're not open on weekends and stuff like that, so you're just stuck out there.
Finding a place to sleep or having food to eat.
I think the most difficult part was being in a town that I'm not familiar with, because I'm not from Nashua. I'm from Plastow, and that's like an hour from here. So I think that was the most difficult part, just trying to get used to the area.
And what is the one thing that you wish you'd had that you didn't?
Basically somebody, like just one single person that would kind of be understanding and it would be able to talk to you.
Money.
And if you had the money, what would you have used it for?
If we had money, we would have been able to at least get a motel. We wouldn't be stuck outside. We wouldn't be in a shelter. We would have food. Wouldn't have to go to the soupy.
A job might have helped. It was very difficult to get a job while I was homeless because of the stigma that's around it.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Transportation.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that would have helped a lot. Like if I had a car, that would have helped. Because walking everywhere, when it's like a 40-minute walk, it's a pain in the butt.
What was the one thing that would have helped you the most that you didn't have?
A job. Money.
Yeah.
You know, I was very unfortunate when it came to funds and whatnot, and I really needed the money at the time. And at the time, there was not many places that were hiring, or they were saying that they're hiring, but they're not hiring. So it was very hard to find work.
I did it on my own, basically. Just like I found stepping stones. At first I didn't want to go, then I went, so.
There was a few people that had been homeless for a while that was able to show me, things that I needed to, so I learned pretty well, and there's a few nice people out there that actually did help get me back up on my feet.
Here, stepping stones definitely helped. I don't know, making friends with people that were homeless also, and kind of like having those shared experiences with them that helped. It made it feel less like embarrassing, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And what is one thing you wish people knew about youth homelessness?
I feel like they just focus on like adults more than youth. It's kind of like we're not even there.
The factor, excuse me, that a lot of it can be racism, caused by racism or anti-LGBT or homophobia, especially within homes or parental guidance people, whatever, whoever you're staying with can be the cause of it. I wish people knew more that that's like a very big leading cause to homelessness, and just finding that safety can be difficult.
Well, it's not a very like black and white situation. Like it's not like, oh, you'll talk to your parents again soon, you'll go back. It's not that easy. It's very complicated. There's a lot of stuff that goes along with it. So, and it doesn't have to do with laziness either. That's a big thing. It definitely does not mean that you're lazy. I wish people understood that more.
Do you feel comfortable sharing with us the reason that you became homeless?
Oh yeah, I talk about it all the time. I became homeless because my household was very abusive. They were very like physically, verbally, sexually abusive. So a few days after my 18th birthday, I ran away from home. and I got a restraining order against my dad. I don't talk to my mother anymore. Again. So yeah, family. That's why.
I ran away from my mom when I was 18 because she was mentally abusive, and then I've been homeless ever since. And when I got pregnant was when I got my own apartment.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about where you are now in your situation?
Yeah, I live in an apartment building in Nashua called Mary's House. They help people with transitional housing, and it's a good starting apartment. It's like a studio, and I have great neighbors. I have friends that live in the building, and I'm in a very supportive environment. I think this is the most important part, other than having a house.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about your situation now? Where are you now?
Oh, I have an apartment now. I have a job. I'm trying to get my license. I have a good support system. I have not a lot of friends, but I have friends that like really care and stuff and that help. And I have adults in my life that are more supportive than my parents were. So it seemed pretty good.